Hi, I'm Marty Nimco. This is another of my fictional short stories. This one is called A Homeless Mentor. From when I was a child, I always wanted to be a judge. First, because I liked judging people, and because the robe seemed powerful, kind of like Voldemort in Harry Potter. So, despite the cost, which I could not afford, the amount of the student loan was scary, and even though the law school was third tier, I went. I failed the bar, twice, but finally passed and got a job at an immigration rights nonprofit. Crappy pay, but everyone praised me for doing it. They didn't know I had tried for better paying jobs, but couldn't land one. I told one of the judges at a pro-immigration fundraiser that my dream was to be a judge, and she told me what panels to volunteer for, what to say, and to whom. I never would have thought of the head of the local Democratic Central Committee. I promised myself that when I was in a position to, I would mentor a young person. And just months later, I got a call from that Central Committee chair, saying she thought a Republican judge was vulnerable and would I run. Of course, I jumped at it, probably too enthusiastically. She must have thought I was desperate. But thanks to lots of Democratic dollars, mentoring from their campaign strategists, they're writing my AI-vetted candidate statement for the voter booklet, and they paid for a professional picture of me, I won. Being a judge, even though it was just a district judgeship, it was hard, and the stress was exacerbated by my student loans. I had little savings, and then my wife, tired of my working long hours, you see, I needed to spend a lot of time studying briefs and statutes and case law, divorced me, and ironically hired a better lawyer than I had, so she got a hell of a deal, making me even poorer. Overwhelmed, I started to do weed after work, and ever more often. I got behind on my student loan payments, on even my rent. I couldn't catch up and was a month from having to live in my Subaru. I had splurged on a Tesla, but Musk had become the Antichrist, so my mentor advised me that I better not drive it to work, let alone to a fundraiser. So, because I needed the money anyway, I sold the Musk car, the Tesla, and replaced it with a used Chevy Volt. It's an early EV, now long out of production, and therefore I got it cheap. I tried hard to hold it together, including practicing my posture and speaking style into a mirror, and then recording it on my iPhone to see if I didn't suck too badly. But the work as judge was hard, to be honest, too hard for me, even with great help from my clerk. I got disciplined by the Judicial Council and warned I could be removed. I could picture myself having to live in my Chevy Volt. One day, my clerk asked if I'd go out for a drink with her after work. Of course I agreed. And there she said, "Your Honor, I'm sensing something is wrong." I was unsure how candid to be. Should I tell her about my not having gotten my job on the merits? That for a third-tier law school graduate, the job is too hard? That the stress has me vaping ever more? That I've been threatened with getting fired and could end up living in my Chevy Volt? What would you do? In any event, that's A Homeless Mentor. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 36 books. Perhaps most relevant to this is Work Stories or A Dose of Reality, but all 36 are on Amazon. In any event, I thank you for watching. I am Marty Nimco.